Vale, pues feliz año a todos, bienvenidos a la primera rueda de prensa de 2025 de CD Recruitment, previa al Club Deportivo Tenerife, Club Deportivo Castellón. Preguntas para el míster, Edu.
Hola Dick, buenos días. Bueno, quería preguntarte primero que nada cómo está el equipo, porque se fueron de vacaciones con algunos jugadores con problemas físicos. No sé si están algunos o todos recuperados disponibles, y también un poco por las primeras impresiones bueno, a Traoré ya lo conocíamos, de Nick Marcanic, que es un poco la gran novedad, las primeras impresiones de estos días de trabajo.
I think after the winter we all came back quite good. The players who were fit for sure, the players who were injured, some good, some need a little bit longer. For example, I can name like Loten and Kamara. They came better. They were already fit, but they came better fit back. But we still need to see how they cope in the game and where we can take. It's not a risk, but we have to make choices who's going to start, because you can't start with 4 or 5 players who come back from an injury. That's very hard and difficult. Yeah, we already spoke about those two. Oscar came back also good, but we decided now to keep him here, to have an extra better week to be available hopefully against Cordoba. But he trained quite okay in the last 2 weeks, so that was good. Made a lot of minutes with the group, but to be better we decided to keep him here. Then we have De Miguel is the same. But he will travel. So Demi is. I will speak now after training with Demi, but I'm almost 100% sure he will travel and will be available on the bench. But it's a different situation again than Loten and Kamara. He's if we use him, it's maybe max 15 minutes or 20 minutes. Calatrava is not available. He had a little bit of a setback like 10 days ago, somewhere in the training with the performance coaches or the medical staff. But I think at the moment he's doing well. But with him it takes a little bit longer. And yeah, we have some more. Yeah, Calavera is like the same situation as Kamara and Loten. I think he's quite far, and from all the and from all the other injuries. I think the long injuries, it's the shortest one is Raul. So also with him, maybe it's not like a risk, but also he will be a little bit further than the other guys that will come back from the injury. So overall, I'm happy, but we just need try to get fitter and fitter, and we will start the league tomorrow. I'm happy, and then we also need our time to get the injuries back in those weeks, and this is the situation where we are. I'm happy with Traoré to come back. Also, he didn't play a lot in Belgium, so also for him it's like a little bit different traject. But at the moment I'm used to that here in Castellón, so I'm fine with that. Then we have Mats left, so in that way it's one-on-one.
Quería preguntarte sobre Marcanic y Zarfino, que ha estado a prueba en el equipo. ¿Qué impresión te han causado? Sobre todo Marcanic, que sí que es un fichaje, y si hay tomado alguna decisión sobre Giovanni Zarfino.
Yeah, Nick is of course a signing, but we have to see how he is coping. It's very hard for him. Different, not the country different, but the training is different. The way how we train, the way how we do. So for me, to judge him now after this week or 2 weeks is a little bit too early. So he needs a lot of more time. Gio, I call him Gio. He's in training with us this last week. My impression is very good about him. If you are so long injured and you have this age, and you can cope our training sessions, what he did last week, then you are really professional. So this is already for me a very good sign. This is just my opinion about him, and I also see he is a winner. So, but he's a really winner. So in that case, but also about him, he's just training with us, and we need to have a little bit more time to talk with each other what we're gonna do. So today we already spoke a little bit with him. In that case, we also need to speak, of course, with Bob and with Ramon in how we're gonna see it further.
Dos preguntas, Dick. Por un lado, siguiendo con el tema Zarfino, has dicho que te ha dado buena impresión. Tienes que hablar todavía con Bob, con Ramón. La idea es que continúe algún tiempo más a prueba, eso por un lado. Y por otro, sobre Traoré, ya lo conocemos, sabemos lo que le puede dar al equipo, conoce bien tu manera de jugar, pero es un futbolista que tiene una competencia con otro futbolista muy similar, que es Chipenga. No sé si eso es bueno, es malo, si se van a retroalimentar, si va a tener buenas o más o menos oportunidades, porque en principio tiene una competencia de un jugador muy similar en perfil al suyo.
I think Traoré and Brian are not similar, so this is my opinion. So I think they are different. Maybe it was like last year in the start that Traoré looked a little bit the same like Brian, like in the final third they are very wild, making a lot of wrong decisions. In that case we worked a lot with Traoré. Now we didn't work half a year with Traoré, so we also need to see how he comes back with that, but he improved a lot. Brian needs a lot of improvement in that, and we are busy with him. So in that case, and what I see now in training with Traoré, he's doing well. So in that case, I don't see it really as similar players. Yeah, of course, Gio. If he comes here, we need to do a different traject with him. Now we don't really speak about conditional wise, because we just let him go and he needs to prove himself. But what I already said, for me, he already looks very fit. But we need to look also. We also look at other profiles. We need to make decisions in that. And in that case, I only can give my opinion, and further I leave that up to Ramon and Bob.
Buenos días, mister.
Buenos días.
Hablemos del partido contra el Tenerife de mañana, un rival con muchos problemas, una situación crítica en la tabla clasificatoria, que ha cambiado de entrenador. ¿Qué espera de ese partido? ¿Qué espera del rival?
Yeah, for me, I just want to be humble. We are Castellón. We need to take every opponent very serious, and this is also what we saw. We also need our full squad to compete on this high level. We are working on that, and now we go to a team who needs the points, but we also need the points. So they already played 2 games, so they are in that way in an advantage. For me, they have a new coach, so also different ideas. So it's always difficult to go to that sort of teams. And what I already said, every time in this league, everybody can win from each other. So when you have a little bit of a not a good day and the opponent has a very good day, it's going to be very difficult to win. But we go there, we are happy that we can start again, and we have just 21 games to go, and we are trying to enjoy all these games, and starting with this away game tomorrow.
Buenos días, Dick. Te quería preguntar por, más allá de lo que ha dicho el compañero, por el tipo de partido, si consideras que puede ser un partido trampa por aquello de que ellos están abajo, pero sí que es cierto que también por otro lado se juegan la vida, y consideras también que podría ser un partido más allá del cambio de entrenador, cambio de filosofía también, parecido por fases al que vimos en Castal hace unos meses contra el propio Tenerife.
This is what I already said. I think a lot of people need to understand that I think a lot of people change the minds that suddenly we need to win easily from everybody. I just say it again, and what I just said also in the other answer. We are Castellón. We need to be on our top to win games, and we need to respect that. In that case, I think a lot of different than maybe other people, that it is easy for us to win suddenly games in La Liga too. We come from far. We played last year in a different league, and we are now in this league, and in that way I just want to enjoy that pressure instead of that people put pressure on the team that it is like normal to win all these games.
Hola, te quería preguntar por Gonzalo Pastor, que se ha convocado con la selección, usted que le ha hecho a debutar, ¿qué vio en él, qué le gusta de Gonzalo y dónde ve su potencial?
This kind of things, this is what I try, and I think what the club needs to enjoy, that we have a young kid coming through, is doing very well in training, get his chance in the first team, maybe because there were injuries, but in the end it's also a good signal that the youth is the future also from Castellón, but also for Spain. So in that case, he is now, I'm very happy for him. It's just a start, it's a begin of his career, and he needs to work very hard to compete also there, but also here for a future place and for his future in football. But again, I think we can be very proud that this is happening, and hopefully we have more players coming through like this, because this is also what we need. A lot of times these kids, they are not only the future, but also at this moment very important for clubs and teams to develop.
Hola Dick, le quería preguntar, porque todavía tenemos fichas libres, ya ha venido Traoré, no sé si espera algún perfil más de futbolista, si les habla ya con Bob y con Ramón, y si esperas algún jugador más en la parcela, sobre todo defensiva.
Yeah, we are looking in every position, of course, to strengthen the team. But yeah, again, the market, it's not that it just started, but the market, one, is difficult. Two, you have, it's not that we have a money problem, but we have the money side. We have the cap, or all these sort of rules you need to take in account. Maybe you have competition from other teams for players who maybe can pay more. So in that sort of case, that's what I already said before, I'm used to this in Castellón. We need to be smart, we need to look at other things. Maybe sometimes it's a different risk or a higher risk, or we look at players what other teams don't even look at, because we see it differently. So that can be our advantage. In that case, yes, we are looking in defensive part, midfield. We look in every place where we can sign a player, we will look, but we just need also our time, because we are not the only team who is looking for players. Can I add something about that also, because we just spoke about Pastor, but we also look in our own club when there are players available, maybe to give a chance. For example, now Jose Albert, we decided to go on loan, but to go on loan is not because we are not happy with him. We are very happy with him, and we want to have him more minutes on a higher level. So this is very good for the club also. We have Borico training with us, we have Pere Marco training with us, we have Punzano training with us already more than a year. In that case, yeah, I already maybe last week we had 3 other young players training with us. So in that case, we also look in our club. We also give that opportunity to young players to develop and to go for our future. So it's not only Pastor, it's not only the market, it's also inside, because sometimes inside you must not forget, because that are the cheapest options at the moment, what also can make you the money in the future. But it's very difficult, because we come from a totally different situation in Castellón. That's why the people work very hard in the youth department, in the how can I say this, in the B team, with all the hello Bernardo, it's a nice day today. With all the what I want to say, with all the difficulties in the way where we need to train, where can they train? It's not on one facility. So in that way, I think we do a very good job as a club, with all the people work very hard. So I just want to add this also on this answer.
La última por mi parte, Dick, quería que me valoraras un poco la salida de Seutgens. No sé si te ha decepcionado de alguna manera, porque viendo su currículum, su trayectoria, pensábamos que podía ser un jugador muy importante en el Castellón y poco a poco ha ido desapareciendo. Igual no ha dado el nivel que, no sé si tú esperabas o al menos desde fuera esperábamos de él.
No, yeah, if I'm honest, I think Mats is a good player, but I think he didn't give us what we or me expected, so that's why he also played less minutes. But as a professional and everything till now, he was very good. We have a very good relationship, and sometimes these things happen. And then I think the best thing for him and us was that he went maybe away to another club because he wants to play in his age. He comes from abroad. He plays. He comes from Holland. He plays here. So then maybe you want to go back. So in that case, everybody decided this was the best option. So and now we look further, and I think in that option, with already spoke about Brian Chipinga about his development. We brought in Traoré. We already know what we can expect from him. So in that way, I'm fine with that.